Greetings and welcome to Coffee with Blaine. This is Coffee. I am Blaine. Who are you?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Yeah.
So now if anyone asks me if I know the Muffin Man.
You do. You know the Muffin Man.
Do you live on Drury Lane?
I live on Pine Lane.
Oh,
actually.
that's close. That's close.
So, yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
Welcome, bro. Welcome. How
Thanks,
you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me. How you doing this morning?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Got my Muffin Book of Vibes cup here.
So I'm representing
Oh,
too.
yeah. Heck yeah. Love it. So I know we just went live yesterday. Good morning, Kaylin. How you doing? But I told you yesterday there's a cool show coming up today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. And so I had to expand upon the cool showedness of the cool show. So we're gonna take a couple sips here, and as you guys slowly wake up, Jesse, good morning. How you doing? We're gonna talk about this upcoming show and some upcoming projects. So you, sir, run a company called Muffin but Good Vibes.
Correct.
All right. Tell me a little bit about Muffin but Good Vibes.
Well, we're based here in San Diego. We don't ship out of San Diego, just so people know. Just right off the bat, let's just get that one done because people ask, do you ship? No, we don't ship yet. But anyways, yeah, we're a bakery that started connecting with reggae artists here and creating muffins influenced by the music. So it's just been interesting journey that we've had connecting with artists here locally, and we've started connecting with artists really across the country now. So yeah, it's been fun.
Heck yeah. So you obviously have had a strong connection to the reggae scene.
Yes.
What kind of got you into the style of music in the scene? Have you always been into reggae music, or did you move over, or was it when location based?
No, I've kind of gone through a weave through my life. I used to be a big hip hop head back in high school. Went into the military and delved into rock, ska, punk, metal. Got into got into jazz after that, and then one day, of all things, it was a recommendation on my streaming platform for a song, which I normally pay zero attention to those recommendations, but for whatever reason I clicked on the song "Reelin" by Iration that was recommended to me, and from there I started. I was like, what is this? This is incredible. So and then I started just making my way through Revolution, Soja, finding all the major bands, but then I wanted to go deeper. So I started digging deeper and then found all the local bands. And then really that's where the muffins came into play. And I started offering muffins to musicians here locally. Then people were touring into town and I offered them muffins, and everybody's like, yeah. And then so it just, everything before this was a business, I was just connecting and making friends with a lot of people in the music industry through the muffins.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. Spotify recommendation changed your whole existence. I love that. The algorithms, they get us. Paul Brown, good morning. Weege, what's up? Ashley, good morning. Jesse, good morning. The Brandon Clemente muffin, what did she say? Is one that I definitely want to try someday. Heck yeah. What is the Brandon Clemente muffin?
That is the apple butterscotch cider muffin.
And
we put the seasoning thyme in there to play into the name of the song that it's inspired by, and that's thyme. And we use cider from a local place called Utopia to give that enhancement of the apple flavor in that muffin. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Jennifer, good morning. Jen, good morning. That's super cool. So since we're talking about muffins, now I want a muffin. I feel you, Kaylin. Iration is one of my favorite bands of all time. Heck yeah. I just heard some new Iration, actually. It was really, really good. They have like a vocoder. It's almost like a Daft Punk feel. It's
really
really cool. Yeah.
Wow.
I just randomly heard it on a playlist the other day. totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So we have the Brandon Clemente muffin. Good morning, Kara. What other collab muffins do you have?
So in our first year, we had 6 collaborations. So that was with K-Bong, Ocean Natives, Skylar Lutz, Cincy Trails, the Resonators, and New Leaf. In year 2, we kind of slowed down a little bit. We came out of the shoot hard with those 6, but then trying to balance it out now, and from a marketing standpoint, make it a little smarter, a little easier on us as well. So last year we only had 2, and that was Brennan Clemente's muffin that was just mentioned, and then Aaron Wolf's muffin. And we have 13 other bands that we have muffins in development for, and we're planning that out over the next 4 years. So
nice, nice. Is there a Muffin But Good Vibes Spotify playlist?
There is.
Ooh,
there is. So you can go on there, and it'll have it has all the songs from the artists we've collaborated with, but then it also has our jingle that was created by our friend Snug It Loose. So we actually have a song out there in the universe. So go check that out too.
That's awesome. And that's Spotify. Is it Muffin But Good Vibes playlist?
Yep.
Nice. Fine. So if you can't taste it, you can hear it.
Yeah, and if you can also go to our website, muffinbutgoodvibes.com. You can go to the About page, and there's a direct link to that playlist there.
There you go. Are we gonna get a Hyrie or Blaine Dillinger muffin? That depends on how keto you can go, bro.
Oh, Blaine's been bugging me. There's been a few times he's been like keto muffin. I'm like, okay, man. Right? Yeah, because I mean, we obviously we want to do that at some point. We have the vegan muffins that we have. We have Aaron Wolf's is vegan, gluten free, and no sugar added.
That's getting pretty close with the no sugar, gluten free.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to make muffins that cater to everyone's dietary needs. So yeah, keto's in the works. So just have to tell Blaine to be patient. So.
That is not my strong suit. Jessica, good morning. Heck yeah, Kaylin, I love that. Weege owned a bakery for a while. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
Yeah, it was mentioned in the other day. I said I was on with Sunshine.
Yeah,
he was on there too. So
nice. It's hard to make keto baked products. The alternative grains are challenging, but not impossible. Yeah,
I'm
not
sure. Impossible, but
what would challenging. So just out of curiosity, would it be like an almond flour base?
Yeah,
is that much harder to work with?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably consistency wise. Yeah. Heck yeah. Blaine was talking up the party yesterday. Let's hear more about. See, I don't have to do nothing, bro. At this show, everyone interviews you but me. So what is this party?
So it was actually this past Friday. We hit our 2-year mark since we launched the brand. But tomorrow, April 5th, at Music Box here in San Diego, we have a pretty killer lineup we've pieced together. We got Alific and Man of the Forest opening the show, followed by our good friends, the Resonators, followed by another one of our good friends, Cat Hall, and then headlining is Catastro coming over from Arizona. So
nice. That sounds like a very, very solid lineup.
It's gonna be fun.
And it's at the Music Box.
Music Box, yes.
Nice. That's a great venue. You've been.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Right? Yeah. It's a vibe, man.
Yeah, definitely one of the premier venues here in San Diego.
Yeah, I think we have a whole live Sugar Shack production of Music Box show, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys want to check out the Music Box, but you're too far away, you can check out the Hyrie Sugar Shack thing. Are you guys filming this production? Are you streaming it? Are you doing anything of that nature for our
streaming? We do have a videographer that's going to come on site, and we're going to have a montage video for afterwards. So we'll have some footage from it.
Heck yeah. I like that. Let's see. What flavors would be in a Blaine muffin? Essence of Blaine? I would assume we would. You don't want that in your muffin. That's not. What is it? You can't get a permit to bake Essence of Blaine into. It's just not. I have to go through testing and the FDA approval.
I'm trying to scare people away.
I would assume that we would be getting some coffee and cinnamon vibes in a muffin if I were to do an essence.
All right. It's noted.
Serious Delights in Durango makes awesome gluten-free and vegan desserts. Tommy's had one for breakfast. Nice. Lindsay, hey, two of my favorite friends. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, I know her.
Brittany, good morning. Jesse, such an incredible lineup. Heck yeah, it is. So you have a kind of a personal connection with a lot of these bands playing tomorrow, right? I'm just gonna ask you this because I don't expect you to answer it.
No.
Who's your favorite?
Damn, dude. Come on now. Oh, well, there's some easy things to say here. Derek is my favorite violin player. So there.
Boom.
I said that. That was an easy one.
Hell yeah, I like it.
And then vocalist wise, I have so much respect for Cat Hall. Great voice. So sorry, Kyle. So
no, it's totally fine,
that, buddy.
There's a preference. Everyone's good. Just everyone has different tastes.
Yeah, but I guess if you're really looking for the honest answer on this one, everybody knows that follows us on social media or is known about our business, knows about our relationship with the Resonators. They've become much more than friends for us. Definitely consider them family. We've done so many things together. I mean, I was at Kyle's wedding. It was an honor being invited to his wedding. So so you're talking about, yeah, it's definitely the Resonators. They've become very close friends.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that. It's good to build those relationships, and ideally, even though it's a business relationship, you want to have those family vibes. You want to have people that you can trust wholeheartedly. You want to create win-win situations, right? And finding the right partners is extremely tough, but when you do, you want to hang on to those and nurture those.
And that's the intention with all these relationships we're forming with bands. Is it's obviously there is that business aspect, but we also want that the family feeling, and that because that's the vibe we're trying to create with our business. So
you can definitely tell. The name of your company is very accurate. Gin Muffin, go home, weed, you're drunk. Hoser, yes, I need that muffin. I feel like you're talking about something totally. Craig, tell everyone about the drink Lindsay's boyfriend Andy.
I think she's kind of got something for Andy from Catastro, but we're gonna have some featured drinks at the show, and she was trying to get me to name one that. So yeah, that's what she's referring to.
Featured drinks. Tell me more about these featured drinks without diving more into Lindsay's personal struggles.
So we have three sponsors, three of our sponsors that alcoholic drinks that so we're gonna have Virgin Beer is gonna have one of their beers on tap. We have a mixed drink that we have for the show with Screwball, and another mixed drink with a distillery called Sinship out of Vista. So nice. So we have a drink with some rum, another one with the peanut butter whiskey. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Screwball, that's the guy who runs THC, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Jake, good morning. Jason, fire back at you. Beth, good morning. Happy birthday. Oh, it's Hoser's birthday. Happy birthday, Hoser.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, bro. My favorite videographer. Second favorite videographer. Favorite videographer when Christy's not around. Resonators. Hearts. Cat Hall with those jazzy vibes. Yeah. Those guys are so talented and so sweet and badass on stage. They blow me away every time.
Yeah, and I guess since that's being mentioned again, it's one of those things too that I became friends with them before this was even a business, and seeing their growth as musicians. And it hasn't just been them. Another one to mention is the Tones are another one. I saw these guys early on, and then seeing their development as it's coming and hearing the sound grow, and seeing the chemistry between them continue to grow. I mean, it's exciting to watch, and because obviously we keep talking about this is a business, but then there's also that aspect. I'm still a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the music, so I'm lucky to be in these situations where I get to see a lot of the behind the scenes work and get to see a lot of the grind and what happens, and it's really something to watch, and it's eye opening at times, because you learn real quick how shitty situations are for musicians that are trying to make their way into the scene, as you fully know. But as a person that wasn't familiar with that, before all of this, it really is eye opening. So whenever you see those posts on social media where musicians are talking about buy some merch, it helps support us, and just even the simple follow, the like, the subscription, just go do it. If you like them, just go do it, because it goes a long way. Just that single act, whichever one it may be, it goes a long way. So
I 100% agree. Speaking of a single act of buying merch, where can I get a cool hat like that? Where can I buy a cool hat like that?
I mentioned earlier, just go to for any of our merch, just go to muffinbutgoodvibes.com. We got a shop on there, and we got a bunch of new merch coming out for this show. So if you're at the show, you'll get the first shot at some of our new stuff. We just launched our new logo, so we're trying to release a logo every single year, little variation.
Nice.
But to answer your question, just go to our website, and we got a shop on there.
Kaylin, hit me with the link, girl. All right. DK, good morning. Heck yeah. The Tones are killing it. Their new single is fire. I'm not even biased. You are extremely biased, Lindsay, but I'm sure it is really good, because they're talented people.
Yes, that.
Buying tickets for the show versus trying to get on the guest list. Yes, please. If someone wants you on the guest list and invites you, one thing, but just buy a goddamn ticket.
Yes.
It's not that hard.
Yes.
I'm not gonna block that. Sorry. There we go. I want to show it. Muffinbutgoodvibes.com.
Hey, there we go.
There it is. Let's see what else we got. Support, follow your favorites, artists, and venues. Keep the music going. Pura Vida. Oh, someone's been to Costa Rica. I had Doa bring in her tub of merch I helped Doa bring in her tub of merch last night because I had to snatch some up. That's awesome, Jesse. Yeah, the people here, they definitely know how to support. Buy all the things.
Yeah, there you go.
Done.
Yeah,
that's what it's about right there. So we're gonna shift lanes for just 1 second, because I don't want to push too hard. If you're in the San Diego, just go to the damn show. But what's in your cup?
It's really fancy water.
Water.
That's kind of blasphemous, coming on coffee with Blaine and drinking water. I'm not a coffee drinker. Sorry, Blaine.
It's all good, bro.
Please forgive me.
It's all good. So what you run a muffin company?
Yes.
A bakery, and we're drinking some water. Is coffee not on the menu because of taste, because of coffee's laxative properties, or because because the caffeine pumps you up too much?
Caffeine is definitely one thing. I try to avoid caffeine.
Okay. Yeah. So no tea either.
No, not really. No. It's not good with me. I had way too much Mountain Dew back in high school, and then I went in the military, and I had a wicked crash from that, because I went cold turkey before I went into boot camp, and it wasn't fun. So it kind of steered me away from caffeine at that point. Just never been the biggest fan of coffee. I mean, I tip my hat. We have a collab with a local coffee company, Kapu. But I think I brought
yeah,
some of
you did. It was freaking delicious.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a muffin that we use the coffee concentrate from them in, and we have plans for other muffins. I guess possibly yours at some point will have coffee influence on it. But yeah, we don't hate coffee. I don't hate coffee. I mean, but it's just not for me.
No, I'm just giving you shit.
No, I get it. Yeah,
I've had so many people on that don't drink coffee, and the whole idea of the coffee with Blaine. Did I ever? I might not have told you this, but like when Hyru was on the road and we'd be on the road for 2-3 months or whatever, right? The bus or even back in the day, the van would pull up to the venue, and we'd get there pretty hella early a lot of times, and we'd just be sitting there until load in. So I would always bring out as many people as who are up, because I'm a semi early riser. And we'd go to find a local coffee shop, little breakfast spot, and we'd just like go and hang out and be fucking people for like an hour or so before all the craziness and all the things. And it was just a way to commune with my friends. When I was a little kid, my dad used to do that with his friends every Sunday. They'd go to a diner. Yeah, cool. I'd be shoveling waffles in my face while they're just chatting over coffee. And when the quarantine hit, I was like, I had no one to have coffee with. So that's how the live stream kind of started. So yeah, it's
stuff.
The coffee is just the catalyst, if you will. It's less of a,
and I have something to add to that too. I mean, just it's good to have those, where people get together, because my grandfather used to always go to a coffee shop with some of his old buddies, and so every morning they go, but slowly they started getting older. Some of them passed away. And then it got to a point where all of my grandfather's friends had passed away. Yeah. And it was devastating to him, because he didn't have that community anymore. So yeah, it's a good thing to have. I mean, it's great what you've built here, and bringing people together in the morning. It's a good vibe, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, I have a lot of guests on here who don't drink. I had Curdy on, and he's a pure yerba mate drinker. And then he was like, "Is it okay, man? Is it all right? Can I drink?" Come on, dude, just get on the damn show. But caffeine withdrawals suck. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hydration with Blaine. New show title. Jesse came a one step further. And Kaylin, if you're on the guest list, still buy a ticket and give it to a friend. Pay it forward. I love that idea. We allow for friends to be hydrated. Caffeine withdrawals suck. Yes, they do. Craig, who did your new logo?
So all of our primary logos that we have are done by my good buddy Mike Corley, who is somebody that I actually met a while back through. I'm a big comic book fan too. I'm a big Hellboy fan specifically.
Oh, heck yeah.
So that's how I met him, and super talented artist. He makes a lot of covers for people's Amazon books. That's like his primary gig. But
what?
He also designed Reggae Ranch's logo. So if you're familiar with Reggae Ranch, he did their logo also. Yeah, Mike Corley. Definitely, if you need a logo done, go to him.
Is he local down in San Diego?
No, he's up in Oregon.
Oregon, okay.
Yeah.
PNW represent. I need coffee to do coffee. Yeah, Lindsay, you caught me. My before coffee with plans, not ideal. So I always pregame 1 cup so that I'm not falling asleep at the desk. Nice. Facebook user, Muffins.
Well said. I like whoever you are. I like you.
Checks out. And we have stuck with Blaine for over 2 years. Yeah, I don't know why, but thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here. I mean, just whatever.
I love these comments. I'm on Facebook now. Yes, you are, Weege. Yes, you are. You should be on Twitch though. If you guys aren't following me on Twitch, please go follow me on Twitch. Why? I don't know. But it's twitch.tv/BillingerMusic. And because I stream there. And apparently it's the best streaming platform.
You say.
So I've been told, actually. They're like, oh, the video and the audio is so much clearer and better. Let's see. I started drinking coffee at 11. I got you one better weed. When I was an infant, my dad used to take his finger, dip it in the coffee cup, and then give me drops of coffee. So I've literally been drinking coffee since I was born. I remember going to middle school, like pouring a cup from the coffee pot, thinking it was normal. Julia, good morning. Why would I do such a thing? I was on Twitch, but now I'm on Anyway, let's get questions for this amazing gentleman who's doing so much for the SoCal reggae scene right now. You've had a couple of other events.
Yes.
Right. How many? What event number is this for you?
This is number 5.
Number 5. Nice. And have they? Is this the first one that's music box size?
Yes.
So tell me about the first few. Like where did this idea start, and how did this build?
It all started. It started with a conversation with Kyle Cameron from the Resonators, and he started setting up a show at Legacy Brewing, and then he kind of just handed me the keys and be like, "Here, dude, let's do this." So I started learning the ropes at that point, and that was it was Kyle Smith that headlined that one, and we had a pretty good turnout for that show. And then after that, we started. Let's see, next show was the acoustic sessions, and we're trying to. It's a series of shows and some other projects we have going on that we're trying to do called the Muffin but Good Vibes acoustic sessions. So we had an all ladies lineup in October last year, and for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Cat Hall was a headliner there. We also had Doa there. So and then after that, let's see, we had the one back in January was great. We had Joe Samba out here from the East Coast, a little spot down the road here called Beach Hut Deli. They're one of our sponsors of this show, coming up tomorrow. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, it was great because I had Joe's management actually reach out to us, and asked if we could help put together a little show while he was out here.
Nice.
So it was a really good vibe, small, super intimate acoustic set. So yeah, it was. So that and then, geez, which one am I forgetting? That's pretty bad that I'm forgetting one right now. Man, shame on me.
I mean, if this is number 5, you talked about 4, right?
Is it 4? Was that 4 I talked about?
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe's All Ladies, the Kyle Smith. No, maybe it was 3.
Oh man, that's bad. Okay, maybe I do need to drink some coffee. But yeah, it's just obviously this is our biggest show. This is our most ambitious show. Yeah, obviously there is the financial risk that I talked about to you earlier about, but that comes with the territory and when you're trying to build a brand, and it's the risk we're taking. But we think we put together a hell of a show for tomorrow night, and anybody that's in the area, we hope you come through. We also have some. I don't know if you've seen our post. We have some incentives for people that are showing up, and
yeah. So tell me about these incentives.
Yeah, so one person, actually, I haven't really said it, so I'll just say here, there's gonna be 2 people that win prizes at this show. So we're gonna have a sponsor bag. It's gonna have a little something from all of our sponsors. So all 6 of our sponsors have thrown something in. It's a fair amount of stuff. Somebody's gonna be happy. But so the grand prize will be that sponsor bag, plus you'll also get a signed Sucker vinyl by Catastro.
Oh, damn.
And then
that's a hell of a doorbuster.
Yeah, and then we also have the event posters that we have. Those will be signed by all the performers. And then the pin that we have, actually have the pin right here. So I can kind of.
Damn, that pin's massive. I like it.
So there's the pin.
Heck yeah.
So somebody's gonna walk away with all that stuff at the show. And then also there will be muffins there. We've been asked but because of restrictions with San Diego and with Music Box, we can't sell them. So there will be ways to get a muffin at the show if you want a muffin. So hey man, you got a muffin. You would not believe. So did everybody hear that? I wonder if they heard that or not. So we get asked all the time. Like I'll just be out randomly, you know, at a show or just cross paths with somebody out around town. I'm like, you got muffins, man? Do you have any muffins? I'm like, yeah, right in my back pocket. Let me just pull, in the pocket. Yeah. No, I don't typically carry muffins around with me, but
that'd be a great little video short though. You just got a giant trench coat lined with muffins. Oh my God, yes. Brendan Clemente, good morning, sir. We were talking about your muffin earlier, and that sounds weird, but we were, and from what I've heard, it's delicious. Lindsay says hi, by the way, Brandon. Do you sponsor any shows in Arizona? I saw your presence on something out this way.
Yeah, we've been around on a few things out there. We have some good friends out there in the Arizona area. So yeah, you've seen us out there. You definitely have.
Heck yeah. Ask for muffin, get muffin.
Who said that?
Lindsay.
Should have guessed. All right. You should always carry pocket muffins. That's sage advice, Brendan.
Right. Where's my collab muffin, Craig? Do you get that often?
Yes. Actually, that's it. That's a good thing to bring up.
And how often does Lindsay ask you?
Way too often. Actually. But no, it's kind of a good question to ask about, you know, because we've been approached by a number of people now. It's become a regular occurrence of people asking how did they get a muffin, and it's one of those things that we allow to happen organically. Like I said, a lot of these muffins are from people that we became friends with before this was a business, and then it's just continued to make other connections with other musicians, and like I said, everything has happened organically. It's just not. We just don't just randomly throw out and, you know, collaborate with whoever. You know, there has to be a certain vibe that, you know, that obviously gels well with our business model. So
I guess so. All your muffins are certified organically based connection. I need to come to San Diego and get my grub on.
Yeah, Lindsay,
I've never asked for my own muffin. Is that true?
It is true.
Oh, okay, all right.
It is true.
We'll let it slide this time, Lindsay. That's awesome with the show, the music box, and you have plans in the works to keep this going, right? You have bigger and better plans, right?
Yeah, we have some very, very big things that we're trying to get some funding together for later in this year. So we'll see if that all materializes, but feel pretty good about it. But yeah, we'll continue. Also, like I said, I mentioned the Muffin but Good Vibes acoustic sessions. We'll have more of those small intimate shows popping up. But yeah, there's a lot of plans in the works right now. So.
Heck yeah. And just to go back to this idea of supporting the people who are actually doing the things, if you like the bands, if you like the brands, if you will, can you, without giving away too much, can you ballpark just an idea of how much it costs to put on a production this size? How much financial risk are you taking on personally? Or if someone were to take on the financial risk of putting on a show this size, like, because what people I don't think understand is that for every show there's a risk of losing an extreme amount of money. Mm-hmm. They're not putting on the show and it's the venue costs money to rent. The security costs money to have in place. The bands charge, and the bands are taking a risk themselves with that. Merch needs printed, like all promotion and marketing, so people know these shows exist. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to necessarily give away, but like with a show like this, let me try to phrase it in a more comfortable scenario, because I don't ever have a problem talking about money, but I know it's not the least taboo subject. You, as the promoter, right? You take on all of this risk.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
And so the idea is that you fork out all this money. You fork out the deposits on the bands. You fork out, I'm guessing, the entire amount for the venue up front. You're forking out for the merch. You're forking out for the promotion. And that's all money that you put out before you ever see a dime, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what happens if you don't do that is you run the risk of being shut down. And so Craig's basically doing it the right way for a small promoter. A lot of promoters try to hedge their bets against, like, I'll make it up and then I'll pay everybody out. But what happens is those shows get shut down or canceled, or bands don't get paid. I used to play this festback up in Russian River when I was in this band Clear Conscience, and fun little hippie fest, right? But when it came time to get paid, like, dude was nowhere to be found. And it's like you block out all this time, and this is where, like, somebody is on the hook for this. Like in that case, he put the bands on the hook, and then the bands got screwed. In the correct way, as a promoter, you're putting yourself on the hook. Mm-hmm. So, like, if no one shows up, or the building gets demolished, or whatever, like, you're out, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I always try to strive to show people exactly what's going on, because I feel like when people understand more of the inner workings of something, they appreciate it more.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and I've said this to a lot of people. It doesn't matter what type of artist you are, whether it be a musician, whether it be a painter, whether it be a baker. It's real simple for any of us, and we all do it. Anywhere we go on a regular basis, it's easy to walk up and just buy something. It's easy to walk up to the railing at a show and watch a musician perform. But all of the stuff and all of the stress and all the anxiety and all this stuff that happens behind the scenes that nobody ever sees, because most of the time, it's the same with us, where we're at our booth and it's a smiling face, like, oh, hey, how's it going? Because but there's all that stuff from behind that happens in it, and I love that you highlight the cost of shows. It's one of those things that people just don't realize. It's just really easy to walk up to a show, buy a ticket and enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of work that goes on. For us, this is our biggest one yet, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot of times, and obviously there's wrenches that get thrown in here and there, and then suddenly you're fighting a fire here, you're fighting a fire there, and and get that calm, and another one pops up, and then you have this person calling you, and all these factors that come into play, and it's just something that people, they definitely don't realize. So.
Yeah, and it's not even just the financial cost. I'm glad you said that. It's the time investment. Mm-hmm. Like, you're putting in so much time, which is even more valuable than money. And you're doing it because you want people to have a great experience. The reason that I'm highlighting this is simply because, like, when you go somewhere, when you go to a show, when you go to have an experience, be appreciative. Be like, you're not entitled to anything. Like, if someone's putting together an experience, then like, appreciate the experience. Talk to people nicely. Like, just be an all around decent human being. Don't try to pester people for free shit. Don't try to, like, badger or berate your way to getting what you want. Just appreciate it. And if someone's not doing a good job, then you don't have to go back. You know what I mean? But you don't have to berate people either, or bring down the experience for other people, especially if you're, you know, especially if you got in for free. Just be a good fucking person. That's my rant. Anyway, let's move on to happier notes. Dream lineups. I saw that comment earlier. What would be a dream lineup for you that, and I'll put this in better terms. I'm sure you've had a few dream lineups because you've had good friends and great musicians already, right? But as far as bands that you haven't been able to work with, or artists that you would like to work with, what would be like an unlimited, you know, budget, time, space type of lineup for you?
Well, we'll see that it's one of those things. It's a great question. It's one of those things. Yeah, we could go, you know, like ginormous on this, but I still would try to. What I would want to do is stick to the roots of what the business was built on. So dream for me for Muffin but Good Vibes. Obviously, I mentioned Iration earlier. You know that having that be the primary influence behind really all of this coming to fruition.
Yeah.
And then we have the elevators are another one, because if I don't, you want me to tell the story of the elevators a little bit there?
Please.
So they came out here. This was before it was a business, and they were one of those bands that was traveling into town, and then I offered Muffins to. So went down there, you know, got them the Muffins. This was down at 710 Beach Club. That was the same night I met Swells too. If you don't know about Swells, go check out Swells music. But anyways,
Swells is amazing.
Oh, he's that voice. But going back to the elevators, they when they came back out again a second time, Jackson Weatherby put in a request for a certain flavor, and it was in that moment that got me thinking more outside the box flavor wise, because of what he requested. And then I also put my own little spin on that muffin request he had. But when I took those muffins down, and this was right before the pandemic. Like this was it was the middle of March.
Oh, okay.
Last show before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And he going to the tour bus, and he takes a bite of the muffin, and he says, you know, you go through life and you have muffins, and you're like, it's a good muffin. And he picks up ours, and he says, then something like, this comes in your life, and you're like, this is a fucking muffin. And you know, it was in that moment that's what really got those creative juices flowing, and then I started thinking about these connections I made with other artists, and you know, so that's when I started hitting artists up to ask them.
So that moment was like an aha moment.
Yeah. So definitely it would be, you know, the Iration, the Elevators. Another band that we connected with early on before this was a business was Through the Roots. Would definitely have them on there as well. And geez, who would I say after that? Oh, I mean, obviously, I'd want to fill in with the all these other artists that we've connected with. I think that'd be a good top end of the lineup, and then bring in all the support from all these other amazing bands that we've connected with. So
that's awesome. That sounds good. I love that you're staying. You know, you have a firm mission statement, and you want to stick by that, even if you ended up in a scenario that. You know, you still want to highlight those up and coming bands. That's really, really noble. Let's go through some of these comments. Dr. Lifted, what's up, bro? Operation Culture in the house. Craig, a lot. Cry face. Damn, Lindsay. I think that's back to the cost. Yeah. There are so many costs putting on a show. It's mind blowing. Craig fucking kills it at making connections. Everyone loves him. That's got to show on the bottom line. I mean, there's a thing called social currency, honestly. And it's just as important, if not more important, than physical currency. You can get a lot farther using social currency than you can physically just throwing cash out something.
Well,
and it's more meaningful.
Yeah, I think that's what goes back to the show too. You know, in that's part of the aspect. That's something that, you know, money can't buy, really. And, you know, is making those connections with people. So, but that's the vessel.
Yeah,
the shows are that vessel for people to become familiar with the brand and to learn what we're about. So yeah, it's
heck yeah. A lot of love is used when promoting show or festival for sure, plus a solid financial backing. I found my happy place to see shows here in the Four Corners. Nice, Beth. I love that. Supporting local. Excuse me. Riding a bike for the fire while the world is on fire, while judging, you just keep pedaling and juggling and smiling.
pretty much.
Preach, Blaine, preach. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that was good.
You know the show. You know the show. Y'all are my heroes. No one gets the work put in from artists, promoters, even helping hands along the way. I will always support. So much goes into the scene. It's my therapy, and I appreciate it more than you can express. Thank you, Lindsay. We were seeing this happen here in Arizona lately. Yeah, I'm not going to bring up specifics when it comes to that. It just also know that a lot of these people have good intentions when they're throwing stuff. They just poorly execute, or don't necessarily plan ahead, or circumstances are beyond their control. So I don't want to throw judgment at specific promoters or events. I just want to highlight that it's a delicate dance, and the more somebody's taking that risk, and that's what it is. Like, if just where does the risk go? You'll see that in like pay to play scenarios too. Like, I've played festivals where they're like, oh, you have to sell X number of tickets, and then you only get part of the money from the tickets you sell, and then if you don't sell enough tickets, you don't play. They're blatantly putting the risk on the artists. So it's just a matter of knowing where the risk is lying, and taking the appropriate steps to make the show go as well as possible, and knowing what all entails doing the show. I think Craig's doing a great job, because he started very small, and he probably used all of these smaller shows to figure out exactly the input that you would need for this larger show. And if this goes well, I'm assuming you'll take the lessons you've learned here and then incorporate them into the next phase, right?
Definitely some lessons being learned on this one. I'll tell you, it hasn't been, you know, the smoothest ride, but yeah, it's all come together, and we're ready for tomorrow.
Heck yeah. I got my first guest list for posting flyers around town. It was amazing. Thank you to Natalie Rice for that. Can't wait to hire you to come back to South Carolina. Yeah, Julia, that's what it's about. Like, you know, there should be, you know, if you should be doing stuff because you want to help support the artist, and then if they offer you something, hell yeah, that's awesome. That's how that all works. Great conversation. This period is period Y period I period love period Craig period. Elevators are amazing band. Iration Swells is an amazing keyboard player and singer. I saw him playing keyboard for Catch a Fire in Denver. Hell yeah,
we actually had when was that? It was a little while ago. I had the Vibes Alive podcast.
Yeah, with Brett.
Yeah, went on they did the road show where he came out here to San Diego, and we had, what was it, 13 bands in 3 days that we did little recordings for, and interviews that he did with them. Yeah, but Swells was one of them, and it's one of those things. I had Skylar Lutz crew there, Swells, Kyle Rising of Cincy Trails, Doa, and like all these people were on my couch performing, and that was one of those moments I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. How can we keep this going? How can we keep this momentum moving? So yeah, it was. But that was that moment with really, you know, Swells at 710 Beach Club, but then having Swells on my couch playing acoustic is.
Heck yeah, that's really, really cool. Yeah, those intimate vibes are where you can really see what an artist brings to the table.
Exactly.
Now I need to go to San Diego for some muffins. Damn, this is gonna cost me an arm and a leg just to get a muffin. you can get the merch without leaving your couch, Kaylin. I know you're sitting at the pawn shop right now. You can just click into another window, another tab on your computer there, and go to muffinbutgoodvibes.com, and then you just click buy, and then you're supporting the show and the brand and the muffins without ever having to move.
That was good.
Thank you. Through the Roots, they're a super fun crew. Yeah, they are. They brought up so many great musicians. Have run through the ranks of that crew. They're just a great catalyst for the scene. That would be a killer show. I'm a sap, and I'm not just plugging my boyfriend's bands. Well, anytime you have to say that, like, that's the equivalent of saying I'm not racist, but but the basis behind the song "My People" is an anthem for the scene, the community, and what Craig is a huge part of deal. It honestly brings me to deal. Yeah, that's awesome. And I love when bands write about more things than just their standard band topics. There's nothing wrong with them. Like Iration writes an amazing love song, but they also write more than just that. And so yeah, getting out of the boy loves girl routine and getting into personal experiences, I think, is where the music starts to move people, right?
Yeah, I like that next one.
A weekend fest with 13 bands. Call it Baker's Dozen.
Baker's Dozen.
Yeah, DK is awesome. So
that's noted. That's been embedded. I like that.
Yeah. Good call, DK. Checklists are your friend. Hell yeah. I already bought my tickets too. So go save and gave one to a friend. You bought tickets and gave one to a friend? That's awesome. Heck yeah, Julia.
Awesome.
Brett Coleman, heart. Merch doesn't feed me. Like, I got a hat. Can you put a muffin in there? I'm performing with Through the Roots in June. Yeah, you are, Weege.
Yeah.
Through the Roots cashed out, and wait a minute, I know this. Ballyhoo. Yeah. Yep. I'm a little bummed. I actually got Weege was kind enough to offer me to play that show with him, and then I was like all excited, and then I have another mystery show coming up with Hyrie that hasn't been announced, but I can't do that show anymore. But it's going to be amazing, and it's far enough away where they're not going to compete. That one's in Montana, I believe. That one Weege is doing. I love seeing bands support each other. I love collabs. Thanks so much for having awesome, honest conversations with us. Blessed to see over 200 bands cross the stage last year in our area. Looking forward to 2022. 200. Damn, Beth. You guys are getting it. You guys get it. I feel like sometimes I'm just here preaching to the choir. Got to get back to work. Thanks for joining, Lindsay. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sure you'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Let's see. Mysteries. We will have more shows, bro. Hell yeah, we will, Weege. Heather, good morning. And yes, Weed Show is in Montana. All right. So we have talked about a lot of stuff. Everything from your water addiction to band collabs to what it takes to put on a production. What do you want to what are your main points? What if everyone just had like 2 or 3 things that they could be like take with them from this conversation? What do you think that would be?
really, I mean, from the conversation we have, just to get out there and support. And like was mentioned, it doesn't have to be monetary. There's so many things you can do that don't cost a dime. And really the value of those things is stuff that money can't buy. It's because the thing is when going back to the subscriptions and the follows, is that people don't realize when you click on that, you're adding to that algorithm, that algorithm that, none of us can figure out. But all we know is that it helps us because it starts making those more connections. We're trying to connect, and that and so it's important for you just to get out. If you can go to a show, get out there and support and buy your ticket. Don't have to be on the guest list. Yeah, we talked about that. And buy merch. I mean, even if you're just going and spending $2-3 on a sticker, hey, that helps. Every single act of support helps. So.
Oh yeah. And lastly, we'll leave off with this. Where can people find you? Where can people stay updated? If they want to support, where can they go?
Well, so
all the places
on the likes, follows, and subscription aspect. So so definitely it's easy to find us. There's no dashes, no nothing. It's Muffin but Good Vibes on Facebook, on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel as well. Not a lot on there right now, but there's a ton of content coming. That's all I'll say. So please go give us a subscription there. Definitely check out our website, muffinbutgoodvibes.com. You can go on there, learn a little bit about what we're doing, what we have done, and you can check out the muffin flavors there, and you can also check out all the merch we have for sale.
Heck yeah. Love it. Awesome. Where can people get tickets for the show tomorrow?
So the easiest thing to do, just if you're on Instagram, just go and click on our bio. You'll find the link in our bio right now. Otherwise, just go to Music Box SD on their website. You can find it on there as well. Nice. Click on the link and snag yourself some tickets. And maybe you show up tomorrow, you might win that grand prize. And I want to win it. So, but I can't. I get it handed to somebody.
I'd like to thank me for making this possible.
Exactly. Can't do that. So, but come to the show tomorrow if you can make it. I know it's a Tuesday, but hey, it's all right. We're trying to get the show ended at a decent time so you can get home, get some sleep. You got to go back to work the next day. So, but come join us. Come celebrate with us.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cheers,
man.
bro.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Heck yeah. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and pick up a ticket or maybe some merch and then pay it forward. You guys have a wonderful day. I will catch you whenever I feel like it. Love and appreciate